Welcome everyone. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I just want to say thank you to all my beautiful subscribers. Thank you very much for all your likes and all your wonderful comments. Alrighty guys, let's get going with this tarot read today. So I want to use the letters and the numbers again. We'll start with the letters here. And so if any of these letters or these numbers that I'm going to pull in the beginning here resonate with you, this is going to be a personal message for you. So let's see what comes forward. We'll allow your spirit guides to come forward and sort of get close to these cards. Work with my spirit guides to bring you a message that you need to hear. Let's see. Interesting. So we got D, T, I, U, P, and B. So remember, guys, these might be initials for a name or for a place. You're going to know if they're meant for you because they're just going to make sense. We'll do one more. We had Z as well. B, C, X, H, Z. And we're going to grab some numbers too to go with this. We're going to see where they all fit in. Like I said, you're just going to know, guys, and I'll give you kind of a minute to look them over too. Oh, we also have the month of June. The month of June is going to be important for this read. It's going to mark an important event on September as well. This might even be somebody's birthday. This could be an anniversary of some sort. You're going to know what this means. It's just going to make sense to you. On 29 as well. Alrighty, guys. I'll give you a second to kind of look those over. I'm going to grab my oracle cards here too, and then we'll get going with this read. Oh, June, September, 7/1/29. Interesting. I wonder what these mean to you guys. Feel free to leave comments too. I always love hearing from you guys. If these reads resonate, I love to hear about it. Bad health. Mature man. Toil and labor. Interesting. Courthouse. I have this distinct impression that somebody got taken advantage of. I do feel like there was some sort of third party thing involved. It's like somebody was in a state of bad health, and their partner, who was supposed to sort of be looking after them, I do feel was starting to look in other directions as well. This toil and labor, whoever was in bad health, this is somebody who worked hard their whole life. This is somebody who put a lot of effort into things, into their career, into building a life, into their relationship as well. Main female. Change. Interesting. I feel like, yeah, somebody who doesn't belong. That's exactly what I was feeling with that first line of cards. There's some sort of third party involvement here. I feel like it's going to most likely be an affair. Imprisonment. Okay, I also feel like there's going to be something to do with money involved here too. Money. This is like when somebody was going through bad health, their partner sort of stepping out on them. Whoever they were involved with was also an extremely negative influence. This was like somebody who was like, not only should, you leave your partner who's in bad health to come be with me. I do feel like they were speaking to them about sort of like taking the lion's share of the money, trying to get control of assets like the house. I get pulled back to courthouse. I do feel like all of this is something that comes out in court. I do feel like whoever this person was who was taking up with a third party, who was trying to sort of like pull these gains on somebody who was going through bad health, I feel like this imprisonment card definitely applies to this person. I also feel the pull of this applying to the third party. Like whoever they got involved with, this third party, is somebody who had a criminal record, somebody who had been involved with the law before and in not a nice way. Distant horizon is a gift. That coffin card. I don't feel death in that coffin card. What I feel is transition. I feel something coming to an end. This is part of this journey too. This is not somebody who is in bad health and passed away or somebody tried to kill or something like that. This is just this chapter where they were dealing with this person who was taking advantage of them, being a false person, going with a third party. It's like this coming to an end. All of this, because I do feel like this was not only a process, it was like finding out about everything that was going on. But then I do feel like the court system got involved, so there may have been a divorce here and sort of arguing over assets or having to fight for assets, having to prove the truth in court. And I feel like all of that coming about and sort of that judgment from the court is as well too, and it was like bringing it to a close. I feel like this stretched out over a long period of time. I also feel like that ties into this bad health card. It ties into someone being stressed out and dealing with all of this thoughts. I also feel whoever this false person is, I don't really want to use the term spell work because I don't feel like they were doing curses, hexes, crap like that. I just feel like they were sending extremely negative thoughts to this person too. And this is like this third party. That is this third party too. Whoever this third party is, and I've felt it before in my reads, like sometimes they have no idea that they are a third party. Sometimes they're lied to as well, and they're just as much of a victim of somebody else's lies. This person knew exactly what was going on. This person knew that they were getting involved with a married person. This person has an extremely negative energy, whoever this third party is, and they were whispering in this person's ear about taking control of the house, taking control of the money, taking control of the assets, and leaving this other person who's in bad health and who toiled and labored their entire life to help build all of this and contribute to it. It's like leaving them out in the cold, leaving them out in the cold. So I do feel like that person is definitely having a negative impact on the situation. And also, I'm getting pulled back to distant horizons. This goes with our coffin card. This goes with sort of the completion of when all of this happens. I feel like somebody's going to think about actually physically moving away, changing locations to get a fresh start. We're going to grab some tarot here because I want a little bit more detail. Two of Cups. I do believe these two cards are speaking to this hidden relationship. On this courtship card, this false person, this nasty third party. And sort of, I see like secret meetings. I see like secret conversations. I also see like planning, because I do believe this person was like, you need to take control of things. This is a time where someone's in bad health. You should manipulate them into signing over the house, the assets, blah, 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 blah. I do feel like there was a whole lot of negativity there. And I'll tell you this too. As soon as I pulled this Empress card, this is going to represent that third party. And this third party's end goal was to then take control of those things themselves. So this third party has no love for the person that they got involved with. Their end goal was to manipulate that person into having wealth, taking control of wealth, and then handing that wealth over to them. So whoever this Empress is, this false person, this third party, their goal was to screw this other person over the entire time. This other person is kind of clueless to be able to be manipulated by this person and did not recognize who they were getting involved with. This Empress is very much a karmic. The Four of Wands. This Empress, okay, this makes a lot of sense. This was their plan. This is how they plan on building for their own future. I feel like they've done it to somebody else or tried, and that's why I got pulled back to imprisonment. That's why I felt like this person had a criminal record of theft. There is some sort of theft here, and I'm not talking about like, smashing out a car window and pulling the stereo out and pawning it somewhere. This person's schemes are more involved, and it involves insinuating themselves into other people's lives and then trying to take control of things. This is not the first time they've attempted this, and I don't believe this is even the first time they've attempted to do it in this way. This person is very cunning and sneaky. This is somebody to watch out for. I'm going to grab a few more. Nine of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this line is already speaking to the individual who is in bad health, who is the victim of all of this, sort of like going through this time where they are suffering. I do feel like there's physical things that are going on too. Physical health is compromised, but also I feel mental and emotional too because of all of that. It's kind of like the side effect of feeling unhealthy. Is you're sad, you're getting depressed. I also have this sense that this Nine of Swords is speaking to this entire process and sort of the emotions that go with finding out that not only has your partner been cheating on you, but that they've been trying to take control of assets and leave you with nothing when you worked really hard for what you have in life. I don't feel like this person who this read is for is extremely wealthy or rich. You know, they're just a regular person who worked their ass off to try and get what they want in life, to try and build a life, to have, you know, a home and a vehicle and some security and maybe savings packed away. As like, they're not this super rich person who can, you know, lose a bunch of money and not even really notice it. It would definitely hurt this person. I also feel this Ten of Wands is speaking to distant horizons. I feel like looking to the future. I do feel packing up. I do feel like looking to have a fresh start, like all my belongings are here. And I'm sort of looking to move to something new, looking to step into new. I do feel a lot of victory in truth in this Knight of Swords too. So all of this shit that happened, all of the deceit, all of the hurt, all of the lies, the manipulation, the attempts to steal, it comes out. It comes out. I also see that something is made right. And this is made right. It's like these people are held accountable for what they tried to do, for their greedy behavior. I see in that Two of Swords too. This is like, it's not indecision. It's not indecision. It's something being made clear. Something being made clear, a truth coming out, because these people were lying. This karmic, this third party karmic was manipulating this person. Both of them were lying to this other person who is in bad health. And I see like it was for greed and trying to pull the wool over their eyes so that they could slowly take control. Like I said, everything comes out. It all comes out in court. And this Queen of Swords, this is representative of this energy of this person in bad health, this person who's now taking these new steps forward. Within this card, I see like truth. Truth always wins. Like this person moves with truth, honesty, and integrity in their life. This is something that they value. I also see that this is something that they will not compromise in the future with any relationship that they have with anyone. This includes friendships too. I feel like this has made a very huge impression on this person. I feel their circle of who they allow in their life being very small. I don't know that it was like this before, but it's definitely like this in this distant horizons, in this starting fresh, this new future. It's like this person's extremely cautious about who they let around them and who they trust. But I do get a very positive vibe off of that Queen of Swords too. So I do feel like this is somebody who will start to rebuild their life. This is somebody who's going to start to find that confidence and that happiness again. The Lover's card, like discovering this sort of this courtship, this nastiness that was going on behind the scenes. I feel like this card is speaking to having to make a decision about that. Having to make a decision, having to see a truth for what it was, even though it was a very hurtful truth. And then having to, I do believe like this person chose that court route. This person chose that, whether this was a divorce or whether this was like to gain assets back and taking them to court for that. It was like, this was not the legacy that I was building or that somebody promised that they were building with me. But I'm not going to lose what I've built. I'm not going to just lay down and let somebody take it from me. Yeah. This person turned their own wheel of fortune. This person was responsible. Like, I get pulled back to that toil and labor. This person's a hard worker. They're just an average person who works hard to get what they want, and they're not going to just lay there and let somebody take it from them. It's like they're going to fight. They're going to fight for what's right. They're going to take it to court. They're going to drag everything out in court and bring out all the truths so that they can get their justice. It's like these lies, these people will not steal from them. These people will not be able to disguise their lies anymore. They're going to bring everything out into the open. And I do see justice in that. It's like being able to air this out, being able to tell this truth, and being able to hold somebody accountable. Oh, yeah. See, this is part of who we're dealing with too. In this King of Wands. I actually see this Karmic's energy in this King of Wands. This is somebody who's super nasty. Nasty, ulterior motives, very ambitious, but like dark ambitions. This is not somebody who's going to build a career for themselves, and build a nice life that way. This is somebody who is going to manipulate and steal from others and destroy others' lives to get what they want. They have a history of it. And it, like I said, it comes out in court. This is what they do. They are like a master manipulator, finding people who they can manipulate. And they'll move from one to the next, which is what they have been doing. The King of Pentacles was who they were targeting. That's who they were targeting. And it was, they wanted somebody's wealth. They wanted somebody's wealth. They saw it, and that's what they targeted. And they used whatever means they had to get it. And just because it comes forward as a King of Wands does not mean this is a male. Those king cards, that masculine energy is a much more aggressive energy, and that very much fits this karmic. I could feel it right in the oracle cards. This is somebody who is ambitious and will go for what they want, no matter what the cost to others. They don't really care about other people. And you know what? This other person that they were with, this person they manipulated into having this affair, into all of these things. And I'm not excusing this person. This person made their own damn choices, and they have to answer for it through the courts, through karma. That's just the way it goes. They have nobody to blame but themselves. I don't feel like this person was particularly greedy to begin with, though. I feel like this was part of this karmic putting a bug in this person's ear and manipulating them. Like I said, I'm not excusing their behavior. They still made their choices, and they have to answer for them. They have nobody to blame but themselves. I do feel like this was a change in personality brought about by this karmic. I feel a lot of nasty, dark energy around that karmic. Even in this Eight of Pentacles, I feel like this sort of like trying to figure out what this person had. Like, this karmic scoped this person out ahead of time. I don't know if they met them first and then like they had some way of figuring their shit out online or what it was, but I see like in the dark, sneaking, spying, trying to research what this person has, whether this person is worth being a mark or not. This karmic is freaking nasty. Absolutely nasty. They have just the worst energy. The Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like this person, whoever they were, these two were in a relationship for a very long time. I do feel like it was steady building. Oh, as in, no relationship's perfect, obviously. There's going to be some arguments along the way. But I do feel like all of this shit that happened, somebody absolutely did not expect. It's like there was no hints ahead of time that this person had these kind of tendencies to look in other directions, to be greedy, to try and steal what the two were building. I feel like this person got caught completely off guard, absolutely completely off guard. This King of Cups. Cups represents emotion, but I see coldness in this card, like emotionally cold, emotionally detached. I feel like this is part of when this affair started. And perhaps when somebody realized something was wrong or something was going wrong. It was like, why is this person, because I feel like their behavior changed. I feel like their attitude changed because part of it was being manipulated and sort of changed by whoever this karmic was that they chose to take up with. Karma. Yeah, I do feel karma coming through. I do feel a balance. Like I could feel it in the oracle cards. This person and their third party, this King of Pentacles and the third party, they wind up having to answer for this. They catch the short end of the stick. Most definitely, financially speaking, they catch the short end of the stick. And our Queen of Swords does have the opportunity to move away, to build anew, to start fresh. I feel like financially, she gets the better end of the stick. Obviously, emotionally, there's a lot of stuff there that she's going to have to deal with and sort through. Karma. I do get pulled back to that imprisonment card. I do feel between these two, there is more involvement with the law than what just comes through in court. Like somebody's facing jail time, somebody's facing bigger charges. I do have that distinct impression. I also keep feeling this, like once this goes down, once we get the court settlement, once that choice is made and things have sort of been settled, I feel like a severing with these energies and just removing oneself. And sort of like trying to start fresh, trying to leave the past behind, trying to leave all this darkness behind and start a new chapter, looking forward, trying not to look back. So I even have a hard time seeing in the cards that imprisonment and sort of like what happens once this chapter comes to an end for these two individuals, because I feel like I'm connecting more with the energy of the Queen of Swords. And I feel like this Queen of Swords energy does not really want to know. does not really want to know what this next chapter looks like for the two of them, because I feel like this person feels like that part of justice is done and come to an end, and it's important for them to sort of let go and move on and move forward. I also want to know how all of this came out, how this Queen of Swords sort of found out about what was going on. So Tarot, if you can clarify that for me too, please. 8 of Wands. There was some kind of traveling involved. Traveling, 8 of Swords. That's where this Queen of Swords found the truth out. I'm starting to get an image in my mind. It's like they saw these two people together. I don't know if this Queen of Swords followed our King of Pentacles somewhere. Like whatever the King of Pentacles said, I know that there was a change in personality, and this was a tip off that something was wrong. I feel like she followed this person when they said they were going somewhere. She didn't trust that's where they were going, and she found them somewhere else. She found them somewhere they didn't belong, and they were with this Karmic. It's like they got caught red-handed. The two of them got caught red-handed together. And I feel like this is when this queen knew the truth. This is when sort of like that clarity came, like the blindfold came off. Now I see clearly exactly what is going on. There's no more doubts in my mind. I see that a new relationship has started up on the side that's being dishonest. They were out somewhere. They were actually out somewhere, like at a restaurant, at a bar. They were caught out in public. She followed them to a public place and saw them together. They were like out on a date. That's what happened. That's how she caught them. The 10 of Swords, right then and there, she's like, done. And I feel this taking power back very much in this Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like this is when it happened. I feel like up until then, she was kind of like this 8 of Swords and sort of like that doubt, but not sure what was going on, and so not ready to make a decision until she had more facts. And then I do feel like once she saw what was going on for herself with her own eyes, it was like, that's it, we're done taking this power back. I think she called this person a dog. Like, I know I see it in there, but this dog usually represents loyalty. What I see is like, you're a dog. This is what this person said to the person who was cheating. It's what they said to their partner. I think they called them out right there in public. Out in public where everyone could see. I don't know that it created a big scene. Oh, yeah. That's interesting. This Page of Wands, this is actually speaking to this Karmic, and when this happened, I feel like this Karmic was like, oh, I'm just a friend. Like this Karmic tried to smooth it over like it wasn't what it was. All I see in this Hermit is I'm having this energy of the Queen of Pentacles. You can see that pissed off look on her face and like shining a light. It's like, I fucking know who you are, and I know what the two of you have been doing, so don't try and lie to me. I feel like that's what happened. I feel like this person freaking let the two of them have it. Absolutely. Like, I know that the two of you have been nasty. I know that the two of you have been plotting behind my back to take. I think like everything came out. I feel like she just laid it all on the line. Didn't care who was looking, didn't care who was listening, just let them absolutely have it. That 3 of Pentacles, this is when this person changed too. It's like when she called them on their shit and said, I fucking know who you are and I know what you've been up to. Don't pretend like you're some kind of friend. I feel like a switch flipped and like you saw their true face. And this person got super nasty, super fast. That's what I feel in here too. I feel like lots of things were said about money. Taking money, trying to steal money. It's like it all came out. It's like the light was shone on this. We couldn't hide it anymore. And that's when the tower was established. It's like, there is no going back now. We're done. And that's when this Queen of Pentacles, our Queen of Swords energy, decided to fight for what was right. Decided to bring that truth out. Make sure that everybody heard it. This was a third party, and it was absolutely destructive, and people were trying to steal and bring them down. Now, I just see a lot of power and strength, and recognizing this for what it was. And then, like, I'm bringing this out into the light. I'm bringing this absolutely out into the light. I do see she's still dealing with the heartache. I do see that this is something this person is still processing, still trying to let go in the past. This is part of their wanting to move as well to like a new location. This is like, I don't want the physical reminder of seeing these places, of still living in this home, of all this kind of stuff. I just want a fresh start. I feel like this person's fresh start in where they are is actually going to help heal their heart as well. I'm going to grab a tarot token, kind of like our energy card here. So we'll flip it over. So we do have a blank. This is destiny. This is things that are still unknowable. I also get pulled back to sort of what happens between this ex-partner and this karmic on jail and charges. I feel like there's more to that story. But no matter how hard I reach for it in the energy of the cards, it won't come forward. What I'm getting more is the energy of our Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, who is trying to heal and move forward. So I feel like the cards are saying that for that person, sort of delving into what's going on, the lives of those other people they're trying to leave behind, is not going to be a positive thing for them. And that's why the cards will not bring it forward for me. I also feel this sort of like trust. Trust in the future, trust in destiny, trust in the choices that you're making and starting a fresh new life, that it will help you to heal and move forward. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. If you did, please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out and helps these messages to get out there. Have a great day, everyone.